Hi, my name's Russ.
I am Ann Huber. I'm 38 years old and I'm an indirect salesperson for a direct energy business. What do you do?
I own a home health care business and a temporary staffing firm.
And how old are you?
I'm 45.
Awesome.
We just got married a couple years ago. Ann has 2 children, Jacob 10 and Jenna 8. And we moved in here together a couple years ago. And we're looking for a new house.
Why are you looking to move to Clintonville?
Well, I was living in Clintonville when Russ and I got married, and his house could accommodate a new family for mine, and Clintonville couldn't.
And you were from Clintonville.
Yes,
you
thank
went
you.
to school there.
I'm from Clintonville. I went to school there, so we moved up here, and with the intention of moving back to Clintonville after the market picked up a little bit. So the time was right. We sold the house, and now we're looking for a house in Clintonville. Which
Awesome.
Is it's closer to my kids' school.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And just to pause for a moment, these sound effects heard on this video happen to be from your little
Our
one,
puppy Callie.
Callie, who is
She's
how
a
old
good
again?
girl.
How old
Callie's
is she?
just over 1.
Yes.
She joined the family too and is making a disaster of the house. So we needed a house with a yard. Fenced-in yard would be ideal.
Nice. Okay, so your house hunting experience overall, how was it? Was it stressful? Was it super fun, exciting? What did you enjoy about it?
Well, we decided not to look at anything at all until this house was sold. I looked a little bit online just because Russ had some things that he wanted in a house that I was afraid we weren't going to be able to find in Clintonville.
And I hope we find it.
So I would look online every once in a while just hoping that I'd find something that might fit all the things he was hoping for. But once we actually got a contract on this house, the next weekend we went out with our realtor, Joe. We were going on vacation the next week, and we only had a certain amount of time, so we figured we should get out there and look.
And we made it happen fast. We weren't too big. We knew what we wanted, but coincidentally, we found it on the very first house we looked at. But we did look at several others just to determine that we had found the right one at the right time.
So you mentioned that you weren't sure that Russ would be able to get everything you wanted. Were you? Did you get everything you wanted on your wish list?
I gave in a little bit here and there. Once you find the right house, it was easier to give in. But, you know, you're married, you give in a little bit.
What did you guys learn about each other during the process? Anything fun that you hadn't discovered yet? With just being married?
Compromise. That's pretty much all we learned. No, we learned what we like and what we don't like. We both agree on mature trees in an established neighborhood, that kind of a thing. So we're moving from the suburbs closer to the center point of Columbus.
And this is the first house that you're looking for together, right? Since you've been married?
Yes, we've been in this house together for a year and a half, but yeah, this was the
first one you're getting together.
Community decision.
Nice. So were there any just absolute deal breakers when you were walking into the house? Anything that you were like, no, sorry, I'm leaving, I'm out?
We were okay with minor renovations. However, we didn't want major renovations, and some of the houses we walked into just stunk.
Well, it was more, we weren't opposed to having to renovate. It was the amount of money that the people were asking for these houses and how much the renovations were going to cost, and the headache that you'd have to go through. And, you know, in Clintonville, I know what a Clintonville house is, and I know that that can definitely happen in some of these houses. But a lot of the ones we went through
We're just so dated. It was awful. I mean, floor-to-floor mirrors. I mean, it was awful.
Ooh, nice 70s, 80s vibe.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
Nice. So speaking of anything quirky, was there anything unique or specific that you had to have or absolutely didn't want to have with the new house?
This one. Russell wanted, I mean, this is suburbia where we are right now, in Powell. He wanted to have at least a 2-car garage, preferably 3 cars. He wanted a south-facing house because he likes to garden and wanted to be able to have a garden. He wanted to have the space to have a man cave.
Fenced-in yard.
A fenced-in yard that was big. All of these things I knew on the outset were not things that...
Those houses don't exist in Clintonville.
Right, so, you know, the big thing for me was he took in me and my kids. We came up to Powell, we threw out his man room, got rid of the pool table, got rid of the motorcycle, moved in the kids' bikes.
Got rid of the sports car.
Got rid of the sports car.
Ooh.
So, to be
The things you'll do for a woman.
Things you'll do for marriage, for love.
So moving to Clintonville, for me, it was whatever was going to make him happy and comfortable in Clintonville. I'm at home in Clintonville no matter where I am, but to find a place that he feels comfortable with and at home was very important.
And I think we did. But we don't want anyone to know that till after we do the show. Right?
Thank you.
Were there any conflicts that we had? Yes, everything I wanted, I didn't get, and everything you wanted, you did get. Right?
Thank you so much for your time.
Anything else you would like to add in regards to this experience to let house hunters
The best part
know?
of the experience was our realtor, Joe. He's a great guy, helped us through the selling process of this home as well as the purchase of a new. He's a good guy, he's friendly, knowledgeable, and we appreciate all his efforts.
Awesome. Thank you.
Bye.